Well, there's a second part to what we're dealing with this car. It's got a code in the computer as well with a fuel system too lean. And what ended up happening is it'll crank, but it won't start. And after it sits for a while, like 15-20 minutes, it'll cool down enough to where it'll start again. The relay and everything for the fuel pump is good. The fuse is good for it. The wiring and stuff going to the back of the fuse panel and stuff is good for it. But the fuel pump is not kicking over. It's got power and it's got ground at the fuel pump, but it just won't kick over. So where I'm at now is I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna go, and I got to put a fuel pump in this thing. So now the next step is putting a fuel pump in it, and I got to get a little cash together from you guys to help this gentleman out, because he's from an hour and a half away and he didn't expect this. And it's going to be like a $650 job. He already paid an hour diag, and once the diag and cleaning the intake, the MAF sensor and stuff, that code went away. Everything's good there. Now we got a fuel pump issue. So are you guys cool with helping this gentleman out? Young guy, got a daughter and stuff like that. He's over an hour away from home. He's kind of stranded, doesn't have very much, and he works. He's willing to put in towards it. He's already paid an hour diag, but he's willing to put just a little bit more because he doesn't have very much. Or do you guys want to foot the bill for the whole thing? Just let me know what you guys think. I'll apply the $150 that he already paid for diag towards it, and it'll be $650 or something left. And then if how do you guys feel about that? Are we picking up the bill, or does he have to pay a little bit more towards it? What do you guys think? Let me know. Well, the fuel pump is in Malibu. It was successful. I ohmed out this old pump, and the resistance for this old pump is way too high. You can tell this pump was an issue. So we can get this guy back on the road now. Sitting out here, it's running good, no problems, not dying anymore. That was the issue. It had a P0113 code for intake manifold or intake air temp. It was like bias or something like that. Cleaned the mass airflow and it went from 140 down to 82. And then it had a fuel trim too lean code because it wasn't able to supply enough fuel pressure for the demand of the engine. It would run somewhat, but it wouldn't really do what it's supposed to do, and then it would die out and won't start. The fuel pump just kept getting hot. It would take a while for it to cool down, then it would start again. Anyway, it's been a long day. I lost track of where I was at. Went to pay it forward car. Gentleman paid almost half the bill, right at half the bill. We picked up the other half of the tab. He was very thankful for it and stuff, and said thanks for looking out for him and everything. And he got out of here okay. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for funding the Pay It Forward program and making things happen for people that are in need. This guy was over an hour from his home and had no way of getting home with his car being broke down here. So we took care of that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for making this happen and being a part of my life and letting me be a part of yours. Be blessed.